Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's a Monday afternoon. You know, I kind of feel like an empty nester again. All the YouTubers have left, and I'm kind of sad. We had such a great weekend at the Dallas Card Show and just hanging out. It was way more than just the show, right? I mean, that was obviously the reason that people wanted to be here in town, but it really made me let's just say this, every time this kind of stuff happens, it reinvigorates my love of the community, love of what sports cards has done in terms of helping me connect with other people all around the country, different backgrounds, different likes and dislikes and lifestyle, and you name it. It just is a really kind of opportunity to get to know each other better. So it was awesome because Bart was here. Last minute, he decided to come, and he stayed a couple of days. We were joking today as I was taking Dave to the airport, Blue Jacket 66. He's like, man, I've only been here like 48 hours, and we did a lot, and he's right. I mean, we packed in so much. Last night was super fun. Yesterday was a great day because woke up, hung out a little bit, and then Bart and Dave decided they wanted to go back to the show. And I had already been Friday and Saturday, so I was like, first of all, I was out of money. And second of all, it was just like, okay, y'all go ahead. So they went up to the show. And I also had a visitor coming. I had Sports Card Nation, John Newman was going to come over. He wanted to check out the collection and just hang out and talk cards. And his friend Brad, who is Texas Card Dude, they came over and spent a couple hours here just looking through the beast and talking cards and telling stories, and it was a great time. And those kinds of things are just, they don't happen often enough, right? But that's just the nature of life. We all have other things we got to do, and these events that when they come around are just special. And it's really making me Jones for the National, because one thing I was telling Bart, who left this morning, I said, look, I can't remember when I told him this, but this is a glimpse of what the National is like. Like, the National is on a scale even more epic in terms of the number of people and so many more conversations you're able to have. That's both good and bad, right? Because you only have so much time. So for me to become a good friend with someone, I believe it takes, you got to invest time in that person, anybody that's going to be your friend. And what was great is Dave and Bart were here, and I got to spend a lot of time with them. I got to spend a lot of time with Josh, rated rookie, at the show and in the car, and just getting to know him better. It's awesome. I mean, my experience is that dealing with people in this hobby, people are pretty great dudes. Like, people are just, if you give them a chance and you give them an opportunity, most people are pretty great. And I love that. I haven't met anybody that I've just gone, I really don't like that person. I really enjoy everyone that I've gotten to meet. And so talking through that experience again, man, I'm just ready for the National. I am hoping and praying that it happens normal in July like it's supposed to, all of the things. And it's looking like we're certainly headed in that direction, and that's good because I can't wait to see everybody and have another family reunion, as Eric likes to put it. Our annual family reunion. It's just going to be awesome, and I think more and more people are going to go. And if you've never been to a big show and connected with other people in the community in person, whether you just watch content or you're also a content creator, does not matter. You're a part of the community, and it's great to just meet people and pick their brain. I had a guy named Josh, I don't know if he'll watch this video. I saw him on Saturday, and he came up to me and, was very complimentary of my channel, which was super nice. And then I saw him several times on the floor of the show, and we were walking around, and he was looking for some cards, and he was asking me my opinion, and we talked through some things. I think I helped him, nudged him in certain directions that I thought would make sense. And, it was fun to do that. It's fun to help people and help people complete their collections. Speaking of helping people complete their collections, Garrett called us. We talked to Garrett yesterday, Card Cutter, who's again one of my really great friends. in this hobby and in life, really. And he wanted a certain card. And I'm not going to spoil what the card is, but it's a big boy card. And he said, hey, will you try to look for this at the show? I said, well, I'm not going to the show, but Bart is. Will you let Bart get it? And he's like, sure. So I gave Bart the cash. I basically am, fronted the money or whatever, and Bart went and bought the card, and it's great. If you've, maybe Garrett's put it on his Facebook or Instagram or something, but I think he has. But he got a really great card. And the fact that you can do that, even if you're not here, is super cool, that the community will do that stuff for you. And JT got a great item that was, I'm not going to spoil what that is either. That'll be in a future JT Triple Crown 24 video. Something that Dave got him, and the generosity and people doing stuff for each other. I mean, I'll show you a card here in a second that Dave got me just because he knew that I forgot to get it the day before, and he went back and got it for me yesterday. And buying stuff for other people just to be nice. And Josh bought me a couple of cards, which was great, and just to say thanks. And I got something from Bart I'll show in a second as a thank you. It was super cool. So what can you say? This community is awesome, and everybody says it, and it's just true. It's just truth. So I did get some mail over the weekend. Actually, quite a bit of mail, which was, I ordered a bunch of stuff over the last week or week and a half, and it all kind of came in Friday and Saturday. So I have a really nice mail day that I'm about to show you guys and talk through some cards and stuff. So yeah, let's get to that. And thanks to everybody that I got to see and meet and hang out with. Dave's Midlife Card Crisis, Ken Kinsley, Beansball Card Blog, and I'm sure I'm missing other people, but awesome guys. We'll talk to you later, or in just a second when I show cards. All right, let's look at this fat stack over here of stuff. We're gonna go through that, and I'll be able to talk about it and try to do it pretty quick. But the first thing I want to show is this. So I saw this at a table on Saturday, and I couldn't, hey, I can't remember which Carlton Fisk I have of the Diamond Kings, and I didn't want to buy it, just in case I already had it. And so I came back home, and I'm like, dang it, I needed that one. And this was the one that Dave picked up for me at the show on Sunday, and just said, here, take. I tried to pay him for it. He wouldn't let me. He said, just take it. I appreciate what you did this weekend and everything. And so that's just awesome. I love it. Carlton Fisk, 82 Diamond Kings. Love it. And then Bart gave me this, which I love. If you're familiar with how the military does things, they have these things called challenge coins. And this is the challenge coin for his squadron. And it's got like an ibex there, an onyx, or I can't remember the name of the antelope type animal there. But what I love at the bottom is it says feed the beast. And of course, as I buy slabs, I love to feed the beast. And you're gonna see how much I fed the beast this weekend. And so there's his challenge coin for his squadron. Very, very cool. And he gave me one of those and gave Dave one of those just as a token of friendship. And I think that's awesome. So next up, again, these are all just mail slabs, mostly just, pickups for my 4-decade set. We started off with this PSA 9 1987 Tops Don Sutton. I mean, how can you not start a mail day without the late, great Don Sutton? I mean, come on. So I got that. I got me a very nice 87 Tops Andre Dawson. These are obviously, as you can probably tell, from the same seller, because you can kind of find stuff and bing, bing, bing. Got that. And I got another 87 Tops Hit Machine Tony Gwynn, and also in a mint 9. Then again, like really cheap stuff. Like I'm finding that prices are starting to normalize a little bit, kind of get back to normal, especially on the 80s stuff. You used to not be able to find a 9 or something for less than $20 or $25. And I'm like, that's just, it's not that expensive on a card. So I kept being patient, and I'm finding stuff like this, and I paid, and now this is an 8, but I think I paid $8 or $9 for it, so it was super cheap. That's underneath the perfect fit sleeve, that black whatever it is. So just another card of a Hall of Famer that I need. This one was the same thing. This is like $7 or $8 online. Ricky Henderson, near mint 7, 83 Tops All-Star. Who doesn't love Ricky? Ricky being Ricky. And these were all the rest of them, I think. Yep, they are all Probstein auction wins. Sometimes you got to pay a little bit of what we call a Ricky tax. Rick Probstein, his stuff goes for a little bit more, but these were all pretty reasonable. I mean, I got a 77 Tops batting leaders with Bill Madlock, who was actually at the Dallas show this weekend signing autographs, and George Brett. So that's a pretty good Dallas show, because Dave was here and he loves George Brett, and Bill Madlock was at the show signing. So that's a nice card. I got this 77 Tops Goose Gossage and a near mint 7. I got a 77. I got a bunch of 77s like that, 2 already and 2 more. This Raleigh Fingers and a 7, and then we finish it off with the 77s with this nice Willie McCovey and a 6. So yeah, just ticking off these cards slowly and surely. The other one I got was this Willie McCovey, Dick Allen, who I think will be in the Hall of Fame soon, and Ernie Banks in a 5. But that's fine. I mean, this is a leader card, not huge in terms of my desire to have some huge grade on it, and it's a really nice card. Like, I'm just looking for these mid-grade things. I think it's great. All right, there's a 61 Tops Luis Aparicio All-Star card in a 7. These are hard for 61 Tops, not hard, just more expensive, high number series on 61s, the All-Star cards. And I love the, bursting out of the newspaper look that these have. Great. Random pickup. I'm trying to decide if I want to start working on this set a little bit, more intently, but the 59 Fleer Ted Williams. This was again I just kept looking at all the other things that were for sale like in one night, and he had several Ted Williams cards. I thought this was cool from the Ted Williams set, and again got it super cheap, so picked that up. This one was not as cheap. The next 2 cards are not cheap. 53 Tops. I went on a huge Bob Feller run. I guess I've been kind of having Bob Feller crazy going on in my brain, because I picked up the 53 Bowman, which I needed. I picked up, and which was autographed. What else did I pick up? 51 Tops Bob Feller, and now a 53 Tops Bob Feller. So I've been really working on the Bob Feller stuff. So love that. And then this was a card I was talking about like in the last few weeks with some friends. Not this card in particular, but getting an autograph of Jack Nicklaus. And I finally got one. I saw one and I'm like, all right, I'm going on this one. And I ended up winning it, and I love it. It's a 91 Pro Set PGA Tour signed. I wish it was in blue ink, but for the price I got it at, I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy to have one that's slabbed and signed, and there you go. So that is it for the mail. Again, thanks to all my the guys I got to see and hang out with this weekend. If you can make it to the National, try to make it happen. You will not regret it. We'll be having a lot of videos about the National and just coming up in the next few weeks as we get closer and closer to the end of July. So everybody have a great day and keep collecting.